Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I would like to welcome you to Connie's Craft Along. So hopefully you received my email. If you didn't get an email letting you know what size pieces to cut and those sorts of things, you want to make sure you go to greatstampingwithconnie.com, which is my website, and there you will be able to subscribe to my mailing list, and then you'll know all the bits and pieces that you need to know. I always send out an email to let everybody know what's going on during the week, and I send out all the what to cut so that you can craft along with me. So welcome. If you are on here watching, do say hello. Let me know that you're here. I'm just going to see if I can pull it up on this other device here. For anyone that was not with me for Craft Spot, if you were with me last night, I apologize. It was not technically happy, but I did redo it today. So if you want to see what I crafted and actually see me crafting, you can look for that on my Great Stamping with Connie Facebook page. It will be there. Hey, Suzette, hello, and Monique, welcome, ladies. So glad that you're joining me tonight. So hopefully we have a few more that will at the very least be watching, and whether they're crafting or not, but whether you're crafting or just watching, that's all good. Always like to have everybody come along and chit chat and visit, and so just say hello, let us know that you're here. I am going to, oh, Terry Hartley, hello, Terry Hartley. I am going to put this down to the crafting area so that we can get started. So for this evening, to make one card, you need to get all of these extra bits and pieces off of here so we can see what we're looking at. Okay, card base, 11 by 5 1/4, scored at 2, 3 3/4, 7 1/4, and 9. So yes, this is a little bit of a fancy fold we are doing tonight. You need a piece of basic white cardstock, 5 inches by 3 1/4 inches. You need some sort of shape that you can stamp your image on. This is, oh my goodness, Stylish Shapes. It's the circle from that, so it is stitched around the edges. I also have brought in my 2 3/8 inch circle punch. Not quite sure what I'm going to use yet, but I have a couple things here and available, and I have some plain white cardstock. So you also want some sort of strip for your sentiment, or another punch or die cut shape, something that will fit whatever sentiment you've selected to use this evening. Then we need some designer series paper, patterned paper. This is Pebbled Path is the color. It's one of our new in colors. And this designer series paper is from the 6x6 pack of in color paper. So 6x6, and then all of the 5 new in colors in the package. So this is a very handy pack of designer series paper to have because it's got everything covered. And there are 4 patterns in each color. So these little hash lines, and then hearts, polka dots, and stripes. So again, lots of choice for what you want to do. Some show a little bit more white, some show a little bit more of the in color, your choice. But we have 2 pieces of that are 5 by 1 3/4. And then we have 2 additional pieces of designer series paper, and I've just used another piece from the same pack. And these are 5 by 1 5/8, and there are 2 of those. Then we have a piece of cardstock that is 9 by 1 1/2. And if you've just cut down the 11-inch side of your cardstock and you didn't trim it shorter, that might be okay. It's going to overlap I'll fess up right now, it's a belly band, so it's going to get folded and overlapped and stuff. You may have too much. You may have to trim some off, but you can just hand trim it even. So no worries about the exact length of that. And then the usuals. You'll need some stamps and ink, some adhesives, embellishments that you might want to put on your card. So those are the bits and pieces. I did not make this card recently. So the card that I'm about to show you is the fancy fold that we're going to do. But I will warn you right now, it uses stamps and sentiments and designer series paper and ribbon and a color. Okay, there's a whole lot of retired product on this card. But here is the card. So yes, it's soft succulent. So this color is no longer part of our active color palette. This is fresh freesia, and it is, but the ribbon is gone. This designer series paper, this happy birthday sentiment, and the stamps were from the tulip bundle, and they are also retired now. And these in color gems as well. So yeah, lots of retired stuff. Still a good card though. Still a great fold. So you take the belly band off, and then you have one of your designer series papers. You open it up. You have the second one, and then the inside. So it's not a difficult fold, but it's kind of fun. It will stand. You don't have too much stuff piled underneath it. It will stand on display, so you can set it up almost like a screen, and you can see all of the panels. So that's always a great feature. If you're giving handmade cards, a lot of people do like to display them because they are beautiful pieces of artwork. So this one is great for that. It can stand up and show off all the panels of what you've done. Okay, and for some reason, I can't get the belly band back on now. Let's try it this direction. And then after that, I pretend that I don't want it on because I might want to open the card again and show you things inside. How's that, eh? Okay, there it goes. The belly band is on. Okay, I'm going to set that to the side and let's start putting our card together. So you want these pieces are going to be the outside facing out. So that kind of makes sense. So I'm going to fold this in on the furthest, the score line closest to the center section. How's that? Does that make sense? And same thing on this side. So you can't have them both folded up because they do cross over each other. But you fold one up, and then you are just going to fold it back onto itself. So it's like a Z fold twice. Fold this one in and then back on itself again. Okay. So that part is very easy, and then you will have your card. This is what your finished card is. It is just a little bit narrow. I believe it's 4 inches wide. Yes, 4 inches, and it's 1/4 of an inch shorter, 5 1/4. So to keep the proportions in line, 1/4 inch shorter than usual, 1/4 inch narrower than usual. But it's still, it opens out, and a lot of people would never really notice that it's a little smaller. So there. Okay, and then you can just start attaching all of your designer series paper. Now I am going to reach over here and grab my liquid adhesive. You can use tape runner if you wish, but I will show you. You may have noticed from the sizing that the front pieces are 1/4 less than this score size. Okay, pretty standard border. These, however, were only 1/8 smaller. And the reason I did the measurement a little bit closer is because you have like a double gap here. So rather than having it kind of wide looking. I made this piece just a little bit larger so that it sort of it tricks your eye into thinking that all the borders are the same width. They're very close. It's an eighth of an inch. It's hard to see my glue on here. I think there's glue on there. Okay. And then I am just going to put this down on here, centering it in between the score line and the edge. With that nice press, I'll get this one on. Hard to decide which side of the paper to use. There's little hearts on this side, and that's kind of fun too. But I wanted the pebbled path, the dark, to really show on the front of this. So that's why I decided to go with this side for this card. Next time, who knows? And then I don't know, I just kind of like the polka dots next to it. So that's what I decided. And you can swap out, you could use different packages of designer series paper as long as it, sort of coordinates, which is easy to do when it's only one color. Or I could have used a different in color from the pack. Lots of options. I'm just trying to see where my score line is there, so I can get this over a little bit and just leave a small border in there. Go. And then this one. So if anyone is crafting along with me tonight, I would love to have you share a picture of what you've crafted. After we are finished, you can just go into the comments under the video and put your picture in there, and then we can all see it and be inspired and create more cards. Okay, so there we go. We have our designer series paper on there. And now I just need to decide what stamping I'm going to do. So I think, oh, forgot to put this on. I'll put the weight in the middle. See what I'm doing here? I'm turning over the white cardstock. I do that all the time. And then I sort of catch myself. It's like, oh, that's ridiculous. You didn't really need to turn the blank piece of basic white cardstock over. And it doesn't have to be basic white. I do it with colored cardstock too. But when it's a blank piece, I just unhab it, pick it up, turn it over. I suppose it's not a bad habit to safe habit so that you don't end up putting glue on the wrong side of things. But I always think it's funny when I catch myself doing it. It's like, oh, yeah, you didn't really need to do that, did you? Okay, I have, excuse me, I do have a Stampin' Pierce mat here somewhere. Yes, I'm still trying to organize my space here at the cottage. I haven't quite figured out exactly what should go where, when, but I was using it earlier today, so it shouldn't really be too far away. Just not altogether certain where it is right. Oh, it's right here, almost in front of my face. So I will bring this in, and then I have two of the smaller daisies. This is a Cheerful Daisies stamp set that I have been featuring lately, and this is the set that I used for my online card class last week on CraftSpot, and you can still get the kit for this. So these cards, let me just take a little pause here in the crafting business. So this was the first card, and then the second card, and the third card. These are from my online class during CraftSpot last week. And so if you place a minimum $35 order from my online store using my current host code, I will send you a kit to make 6 cards, 2 of each of these. And I will take care of all the die cuts for you. I can't do the stamping, so there won't be any stamped images or sentiments. So you either need to order this Cheerful Daisies stamp set and or bundle, and it's beautiful and fun, so you may want to do that. But you can also go into your stash and stamp anything you like. Most of us have a lot of flower stamps in our stash, so you could go in and just pull out something that you have. And then these are the die cuts, so you can make a beautiful card with that. If your order is $60 or more, I will also send you a pack of these adhesive-backed solid gems. So these are, sorry, look, there's so much glitter. Everything is shiny. Lemon Lolly, Boho Blue, and Copper Clay are the 3 colors in there. And those are the 3 colors that I have used on these cards. So if your order is $60 or more, I will send you a package of those as an extra thank you. So hello, Donna, welcome. Alrighty, back to our previously scheduled stamping. So that's why I'm using this Cheerful Daisy stamp set, so that you can see lots of different ideas and different ways to use it. So I used it in my craft spot yesterday/today. I redid it today. It was yesterday, and then I redid it today. We did the 4-for-1 technique in blues, so you can see that video. Donna, you were watching yesterday. I've gone back and fixed that that video, so you will see it again. Okay. So let me just get this solid stamp, and I'm using As Your Afternoon, which is this lovely blue. Actually, you can see it really well because that's the card base. So there it is there. Just a beautiful, almost royal blue, almost matches my sweatshirt. Look at that. There were some people that were very disappointed that Pacific Point was retiring from our color palette, and then they saw this As Your Afternoon, and it made it a little easier because it's not Pacific Point, but it's along the lines. So if you really like Pacific Point, chances are you will really like this one. And it's always nice when there's something you really like and it goes away, that there's something to sort of fill the gap. And there always is. Oh, good grief! We're always sad to lose our favorites, but there's always other new wonderful ones coming too. Yeah. Yes, you like this color too, Terry. I do as well. But blue's my favorite color, so I like all of them. I love the current color palette. So this one now is the outline stamp. Hopefully you can see. Whoops, not with all that glitter. There we go. It's the outline for this flower. So it is photopolymer, so you can just sort of hover over top and see where to put it. But you do kind of have to hover over top. So I'm kind of leaning in here a little bit. I find at home, I was sharing earlier, at home I craft, I sit on a stool, so I'm up a little bit. But the stools that I have at the cottage are quite high compared to this table. It doesn't really work too well, but the chair is a little bit low for crafting at the table. So I don't know what I used to do. I need a longer arm for my camera is what I really need, so that I can get it closer to me to make my life easier, I think. So there you go. So now I have outlined the flowers with Misty Moonlight. I'm not sure what I mentioned, but that is Misty Moonlight. And I've also got this little flower middle stamp, and I'll do that one in Misty Moonlight in each of these. Whoops, that one's, yeah, not quite in the center. We'll just give them another dab there. Okay, and then I have put the leaf stamp onto a block, and I was going to go, a little bit off, shall we say, with this. Not do it in green, but I'm going to stamp it in pebbled path. I hope it works. I didn't try this. I think it will work because we have pebbled path paper and all that. So we are just gonna, wing it and go for it and see what we get. So, yeah, see, I have a piece of paper. Not really a good thing. It's quite dark. I wonder if I should stamp one right beside it without re-inking, just to kind of lighten that up a little bit. Sorry, I have to get this piece of paper out of my ink, or it will end up in my stamping or something ridiculous. Easier said than done. We don't have no tweezers up there. There we go. Okay, all good. The joy of having cats. Love my cats, but you do end up with cat fur in various places that you don't necessarily want it. You know, it's dark. I don't know that I would do this again, but anyway, we've we've started down this path, so I guess we will continue. Just gonna come in there just to put a little shading right in there. It's not terrible, but I don't love it. I don't think. I'll have to look at it for a little while. It's just very dark. Oh well, that's okay. We're gonna continue. Here's my strip. So I have just a strip for my sentiment, and I have pulled happy birthday out of the something fancy stamp set. So this was in the last mini catalog, and it's some awesome sentiments, including happy birthday. So that's what I decided to use. I think I will do this with the Azure Afternoon. And I didn't double check to make sure that I have it mounted straight, and I'm stamping on an angle, so we'll see. But I have other pieces, just basic white cardstock strip. I have more than one. It's not bad. It's a little high on the birthday end, so we're just gonna flip that over. Try it once more. Hopefully leaning down a little bit, but not too much. Huh. It's better. It's still not quite right. Suppose I could try it down here too. Look, good thing I made a long strip, right? Let's see. Not positive whether this is my eyes or the way I've mounted the strip. Oh, that one looks very, very straight, almost bang on. So we'll go with that guy. No, quit while I'm ahead. How's that? So somewhere I have paper snips. So I'm just going to snip the end of this on a bit of an angle. And the end of this on a little bit of an angle. There we go. Okay. So for anyone in Canada, long weekend coming up. Anyone have any exciting plans for the long weekend? It's the weekend where we are to celebrate Queen Victoria's birthday. It's Victoria Day weekend. And it's considered sort of the unofficial kickoff to summer. So, okay, so when you are doing a belly band, what you generally want to do is what I call finger fold it around whatever it is you're putting it around. You want to try and get these straight, but when you just do it with your fingers as opposed to measuring and creating a score line, it tends to be just a tiny bit looser, which is what you want because you want to be able to slide it off and on. So I probably shouldn't have had it over quite this much, but I think this circle will cover this joint. Yes, quite a large circle. So we're okay. So there is an overlap, and this is why I said you could have it longer, but then you would want to, you'd have to put the extra length over the top. You just want the join to end somewhere where it's going to be covered up by your uh, piece on the front. So once I have done that with my fingers, then of course you can come in and crease it, make it a little bigger crease with your bone folder. And whenever I'm doing a belly band, I tend to put adhesive on this end on the part facing up and this end on the part facing down, because this is the way my overlap is going to go. And then you know that you have both ends being secure. So regardless of how much overlap you have, you've got this end secured and you've got this other end secured. So everything's all going to be held in place. Okay. So then I'm just going to slip that on there. You don't want to put your join at the back because then it will always show. So this way we will hide it. Okay. So slip that down onto there. And then I think I am going to put this on with dimensionals. Now when you're adhering this, of course, you want to remember to only put your adhesive across the middle. Actually, maybe I'll put that on flat and then pop this up. Oh, I could put this right through the middle, couldn't I? That might diminish one of the leaves a little bit too. Oh, I like that idea. Okay, so I'm going to go straight across the middle with my adhesive here. I'm just going to put a couple strips. You want to have this quite secure because this is the part you're going to be sliding on and off all the time. So it's a little bit of a working piece, shall we say. And I'm just going to put that right in the center. Okay. And you want to just move your belly band up and down. Make sure you didn't. Now's the time to, get excess of adhesive off if you missed. And this I am going to pop up and it's going to sit just ever so slightly over this. So I think I'm going to make sure that my dimensionals don't go past here. It's almost flat, but I will just keep it onto the part that's going to be stuck to the circle. I don't move my finger. I have to move my finger because I have to find my dimensionals that are hiding on my desk. Oh, here's some. Here we go. Okay. So I just want one right about there, I think. That should be fine. Now I can move my finger. Okay. So if you haven't checked out the new catalog yet, strongly suggest you go online and do that because there's lots of really great new stamp sets and papers and all gems. Oh my gosh, there's so many new gems. Awesome for us that love our gems. Here we go. Alrighty. Speaking of gems, what shall we put on here? I've ordered a whole bunch of gems now, but I did it only just the other day, so I don't have them. Ooh, maybe some pebble. I really like this color. It's a gray tone, but it's sort of a taupey gray, different than basic gray, which I really like. And smoky slate, I really like those grays, but this is different. It's new and it's fun. Maybe that's why I like it so much. So let's, I don't know that we want to use that great big guy though. Maybe we'll just use these are very sticky. Yes, I do recall that. We have to poke under. There we go. This here. There. Come on, baby. Whoops. No, paper. One more just up. On here. Put it right up 100%. How about there? There we go. Hey, I kind of like that. And there you have it. There is our first fancy fold card. Ah, you really like the belly band, Terry. I'm glad. It's easy to do, and it holds it in place because it's hard to keep all these folds flat. But anyway, there you go. Slide your belly band off, open up your card. I could have done some stamping in here. What do you think? Should I be brave? Because it's only white cardstock. I suppose I could always just put another piece of white cardstock over top, couldn't I? We'll just put a quick little, we'll put some blue leaves in there. So I'm just cleaning off my stamp. Look, cottage, new season. It was almost brand new. It's getting stained already, but it was almost brand new when I first came up. I've been doing some stamping. Okay, so we are just going to hopefully not mess. Oh, guess what? We're putting a leaf right about here, and then we're doing another one there. Did you see that? I had some ink from opening the ink pad that got on my finger and was making a little bit of a mess, unfortunately. But I think I've hidden it. So the leaves are over a little bit more than I would have put them, but that's okay. Still lots of room to put your sentiment. So there we go. See if I can get the belly band to go back on. And we can make another. I cut for 2. Who else cut enough to make more than one card? Anybody? I'm going to set all of, oh, thanks for the hearts. I'm glad you like it. I'm going to set all of the daisy bits and pieces to the side and bring in the pieces that I cut. Here are the pieces that I cut. Well, what have I got in here now? Oh, good grief. That's going to get covered with the designer series paper, so we're okay. I won't worry about it. So this time I have a Misty Moonlight card base. Oh, lots of hearts. Oh, I'm glad everyone likes it. Thank you for those hearts. I just need to cover this piece because clearly I've got something on there at some point, or a cat walked on it. And oh, I forgot to cut my inside piece of basic white cardstock. And if you were watching any of my earlier videos, since I come to the cottage, I can't find my trimmer. So I was in the cupboard and I found this old whiskers. And I was going to use it the other day and then I didn't. So I still haven't tried it. And I'm not positive whether it's even sharp. But we're about to find out. Using some of these really makes you appreciate hours. You can't even see the 5 line to get 5 inches very well. It's anyway. Okay, here goes. Oh, the blade is sharp. It's all good. We did not cut a messy piece. So 5 by 3 1/4. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, the blade is relatively sharp. A little bit of fuzz on there, but it's okay. There, we're all good. So for this card, I have the Gone Fishing stamp set. This is also a brand new stamp set in the new annual catalog, and lots of really fun stamps, some great sentiments, very father, dad, male, masculine kinds. So glad that you're my dad. Happy Father's Day. happy retirement could be for anyone. But this set can be used for male or female. I bought it. My first motivation to buy this stamp set was actually my daughter, who loves to fish, and her birthday is at the end of July, and she loves cows and pigs. So usually I go to our stamps and see what cows and pigs we have, and I make her birthday card. But this year I saw this one and I thought, oh, she can have a different card. She can have a fishing card this year. So I haven't made it yet, but her birthday's not till the end of July, so I have time, right? It's all fine, right? And then we have some of the designer series paper. Look at all these fun lures with feathers and things. And the back, whoo, love it, love it, love the checks. So this is, I've ended up using the same piece of designer series paper because I love the front and I love the back. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put on my image piece yet, but look at this. Oh, isn't that fun? Look at all the fishies. I love them. So this fish right here actually has a die. One of the dies in the die set for this set will cut out that fish. So I have cut one out, but I might want to add one of these guys too because he's really pretty. I have done a lot of fussy cutting lately. Zany Zoo may conjure up some fun fussy cutting opportunities. You need the fishing stamp set. You have someone who loves to fish in your family, Terry. It's a great set. A lot of people are always looking for sets that are suitable for more masculine styles of cards. And this one certainly is, although it can be used for anyone. So. But it's a great set. There's one of the dies will cut out the sort of the outline of the top of a tackle box, and then there's another die that will cut sort of the tray sections. You know how in your tackle box you've got all different little sections to put all your lures and your hooks and your sinkers and your bobbers and all those things. Are you impressed at how I know all those words? One of your favorite things to do, and your husband enjoys fishing as well. Wow, you and my daughter would get along really well. And I don't mind fishing, but I will confess that I have not gone fishing for many years. So I don't love it that much. But I do love this stamp set, so it's great for anyone that enjoys fishing, outdoor activities, outdoor adventures. And I really like the designer series paper. There's actually a number of the designer series paper pieces that are not specific to fishing. They're general, just general patterns. There's some checks and ginghams and ones like this. So, but there's definitely fishing in there. So if fishing is definitely not your thing, I'm not sure you would love the paper, but I love the paper. It's great for making cards for others. When you send a card, do you make a card that the person who receives it will enjoy, or one that you enjoy? It's always nice when it goes when it's both, but sometimes you're just really, it's not necessarily something you care for, but the person that you're giving the card to will love whatever it is you put on there, sentiment or whatever the case may be. So it's about the recipient sometimes. All right, there we go. I really like these colors as well. At first I was looking at this and I thought, okay, so this is Misty Moonlight, which is the card base. So the card base is Misty Moonlight. I'll flip that over. You can have a good look at the Misty Moonlight color, and I'll give this a nice press. So Misty Moonlight is in here, as well as, I'm not even positive what this is, because it's not clay, copper clay. It's not copper clay, because I pulled out the ribbon thinking I might use ribbon on it. It's like, oh, no. So I'm thinking it must be pecan pie, but I don't remember seeing pecan pie listed. But have you seen this ribbon? I just got this. I haven't even opened it, but I think we should crack it open. Don't know that I'm going to use it on this card, but now that I've picked it up, I think we should crack it open. Oh, I'm so easily distracted, aren't I? Not my fault. There's so many squirrels that run by and grab my attention. Do you find opening ribbon a challenge? I'm always scared I'm going to poke the ribbon, which of course you don't want to do. There we go. Okay. So this is, I'll have to read the name. Sorry, pecan pie. What's it called? L'intimate board. Okay, bordered ribbon. So it's like a natural color in the center, bordered with pecan pie. Actually, this would look really nice on here, wouldn't it? Ooh, I could wrap my belly band with it. Okay, look, I think that would work. Yes. Okay, so maybe I will use this ribbon on the card. Anyway, I bought that ribbon because I fell in love with it when I saw it in the catalog. And now I'm falling in love with it for my card. Okay. This. What am I going to stamp on here? I don't need such a big piece of paper. Oh. Apparently I had got my white card stuck. Oh yeah, okay, it's all good. All good. So I'm going to punch. This is the new 2 3/8 punch. Maybe I will punch it over here in case I want to make another card this style. I have my white cardstock already cut to size. There we go. And I think that I will put this little fishy guy on here somewhere. What else do we want to add? We could do the lure. Oh, I could dangle the lure here, couldn't I? I haven't actually used this set yet. Look, it's all brand new. And I don't think this sentiment will really fit. It would just. It's quite large though. So I think that I will use a different sentiment. Maybe I'll do happy birthday again. Hey, maybe this will end up being Laura's birthday card. Okay, so I want this one, this lure. Use this, and then we're going to put this piece over top. Okay, I just need to grab a couple of blocks for this. There's that guy and that guy. And then I need to decide on colors, don't I? Maybe pecan pie, right? That would make sense. Okay, pecan pie. Bring in Stampin' Pierce Matte. Circle. And I'm just going to put this up to this side. Does it? I guess it does go over top. We'll just be dangling this. Waiting for the fish to bite. I think put the misty moonlight over top. I could do the, this color is Calypso Coral in there, which is also the fish. Could do that. Maybe I should do Calypso Coral. Do I have that here? I'm still trying. Oh yes, I have my inks in too many places right now. Oh, Calypso Coral, good idea. Is that a good idea? Okay. I'm still trying to organize my inks so that I don't have to cart ink forward and back from my home to the cottage all summer long. So I've got ink in different places because I don't have all of them at this point. I'm sort of working on that, making some ink spots and stuff. So, okay. Look at that. That works. And then we need a happy birthday and another strip of basic white. I'm going to close this because I don't think I'm going to use Calypso Coral for it. And oh, see, I hadn't actually planned all of this. Can you tell? I'll put him on there. Maybe put him up a little bit higher and the happy birthday across the bottom. I think I could put the happy birthday right on. That might work. Then I don't have to worry about finding a card strip. See how my brain works? Okay. Misty Moonlight. If I mess this up though, then I have to stamp everything again, right? Okay, no pressure. I could do it completely sideways. That might save me. Right? If you can't get it straight, do, although I guess the lure could be a little bit crooked. Oh, so much pressure. I'm just going to set it down, hope for the best. We'll see what we get when I lift this off. Okay. I think we did it. It looks pretty straight to me. Suzette, you just had enough time to make one. That's okay. One is good. One is awesome. Yeah, look at that. This might work, hopefully. Okay, belly band. Again, I'm just going to press it with my fingers to fold. The only thing, you just want to make sure you're folding straight so that when it crosses over, it lines up. And you, of course, can just make sure of that before you glue it down. So I set those guys there. Put this over here. I'm going to put this together and then we'll see if we want to put that ribbon on. I think I might like that. Okay, so there's that, and then a lot of cat fur around today. Implies my cats were on the craft table. Of course, not my cats, they're the good cats. That's what they always tell me. Not us, Mom, we're the good ones. Okay, so if we wrap this around, set this on here. What do you think? You liking it? You liking it? Here, fishy, fishy. Wonder if it's gonna conflict with the fish. It does a little bit, but maybe not too much. I think I'm gonna give it a go. Grab my scissors, cut this out of the way, and then just on the front and back. No, not really. Okay, I am going to put adhesive onto here. Hopefully that's what's going on. Quite well, actually. And this will just, and it's very sticky. Okay, so sticky it's pulled up the fish. Oh, I should show you the back of this paper. Back of this fish paper. Look at this. Woo! Oh, I love it. I love it. But we're using the front fishies, and I will be hard pressed to not use the fish. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Okay, I have a lot of adhesive on here, and it's very sticky, so I need to get this down onto my card before I end up with a big mess. There, there. Look, I got the fish again. This fish wants to get caught for sure. Now, I'm quite a bit overlapping. I'm going to cut some of this off. And an image on your band piece. I like how you did an image on your band piece and then added sentiment. Oh, thanks, Monique. That I do that on a fairly regular basis. I usually plan it, and I usually have a spare piece around in case I mess up one or the other. I didn't this time, which was all the pressure, but you're right, it turned out fun. Okay, and then if we pop the fish up, that might work, right? Oh, I wonder if the fish is going to dangle off the edge of the card. Ooh, pretty close. Kind of tight. Do fish swim on angles? Not really, do they? My lure should have been over a little bit further. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to make it work. I want to go just across the middle of this. Put this down. There. And then the fish can go up a little bit higher than the ribbon. That might help. So I'm just going to go to the back side of his fins. Where did I put my dimensionals? Okay. It's all good. So just about there with these. One for your mouth there, fishy. Thank you for coming on this crafting adventure with me, everyone. I knew I wanted to do something with this, but I really didn't know what I was going to do. Clearly, I've demonstrated that, I think. There we go. And I think I need to find a marker. I haven't unpacked them. I know I brought them. One moment. See if I can find them. No, that's not working well, but I do have a black marker. I was thinking I could use a color, but I think I'm just going to use black because I have it. Stampin' Right marker, and these have the brush end and the fine tip end, and I'm going to use the thin end, and I'm just going to do, oh, and I was going to say, and I'm just doing this freehand because it doesn't have to be perfectly straight because it's a fishing line, and they don't generally hang completely straight, or they may not. Oh, good grief. Sorry, folks, just knocked some things onto the floor because, like I said, not completely organized here yet. Okay. Now, I don't think, do we need more gems on here, or do we have enough going on? Maybe enough going on in this color without the gems. Although that's, that just seems wrong, doesn't it? No gems. Let me just see what I have in the gem department, and we'll make a decision. Now, see, these are, yeah, no, they are copper clay. They are copper clay, and they don't really go with that. But we do have the metallic. These are copper. Do I have any other colors of these around right now? I have gold. No. See, oh, here's how you tell. If you don't find anything that you like, then you don't need gems. how you determine. I don't know about that green. And then there's the other rustic metallic. They might work. A little different than the ribbon, but they kind of coordinate with everything. They would be a plus. They're the best ones so far. Okay. What do we think? Should we throw in a little more a little more bling? We don't really have bling. We just have some ribbon. I think we could do it, right? I'm kind of debating now. Okay, ladies, help me out. Should I add some gems or should I just leave it like that? Bring this guy down. You can let me know what you think because I'm not sure. Use that. Do you need it up close to help with the decision making process? No gems. I'm kind of leaning towards no gems, Monique. Yeah. As much as it pains me. But yes, I think especially if I don't end up giving it to my daughter, somebody might want to send this to someone who doesn't necessarily want gems on it. I think I'll leave them off. I could always add them later, but I'll leave them off for now. So there we go. Let me come back and join. Fishing isn't busy. Okay, there we go. Decision made. You're so right. Okay. There, I'm back. So those are the cards. An easy, fun fold. I hope you like it and hope you'll give it a go. If you did, as I say, you can drop a picture of your card into the comments and we'd all love to see what you've done and you can inspire us. And I will also post pictures. I'm just not sure when I'm going to get to that. So you can put it in the comments under this video and that will be there sooner. So thank you so much for coming along this crafting adventure with me this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. I appreciate all your input for when I get stuck. And I hope to craft again with you all really, really soon. Take care, everyone. Have an awesome long weekend. Bye for now.